I want to share a quote with you from my favorite book on becoming a better musician. This book may change your life, not just as a musician, but as a person as well, and how you live day to day. So, this is a quote from Neil Young in the book Zen Guitar by Philip Toshio Sudo. Neil Young says, I like to play with people who can play simple and are not threatened by other musicians thinking they can't play. And that eliminates 99% of musicians. And this is coming from one of the biggest names in music history. Okay. Now, I'd like to just share a bunch of mindsets that I've learned from this book, and relate them to becoming a better person and becoming a better creative. So the first one, like I said, is overcoming self-doubt. No matter how good a musician you are, you're going to be tackled with self-doubt. And Neil Young says that is the way that you can put yourself ahead of 99% of musicians, is if you just destroy your ego, destroy your self-doubt. So it's a pretty easy fix, right? No, it's not. Never mind. There's a lot of work to be done to get rid of self-doubt and ego, but the main ways I'm trying to fix this right now are through meditation, gratitude journaling, basically just becoming more present, doing a lot of internal work. Where do these self-doubts actually come from? Is it because I feel like I should be at a certain place in life right now and I'm not? Where does it come from? Just use Socratic reasoning, go back, try and get to the root of the problem. So the next mindset I'd like to share with you, which will benefit you so much as a musician, is to adopt the beginner's mindset and maintain the beginner's mindset no matter how good you get. Okay? So there's this concept in judo that you get given a single belt no matter what, right? And this is throughout your entire journey developing as a musician. You get one belt and one belt only. It's not like karate when you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors of belts, okay? So you receive your first white belt. Unlike all musicians and, judo, whatever, I'm going to use the concept of musicians. So you start making mistakes, and you make them often, you make them early, you start learning from them, you start correcting course, you know what I mean? Going down different paths, finding your voice, your internal voice as a musician, and eventually you start to see that this belt, the white belt that you were given at the start, is getting so soiled from you being beat down, getting back up, you know what I mean? And through all the rolling around in dirt and muck, you eventually find that this belt, the white belt you were given at the start, has turned into a black belt. So now you don your black belt. And you think you're the boss, you know what I mean? But this isn't where it should end. This is where it does end for a lot of musicians, and you'll see this. People are like so egotistical about their ability, and then they're looking down on beginners and whatever. But I always look up to beginners. I try to anyway, because they have the greatest mindset. They're so just open to discovery and everything like this, right? And what you need to do when you get this black belt, okay, is you need to redouble your efforts, and you need to keep going. You need to just keep going for it. And eventually what happens now is, again, so much consistent effort, but you're doing it in a more clean way, and you're finding your own path and whatever, and you'll eventually find that this black belt now has lost its entire top layer, and it's returned to a white belt once again. And now you've done the entire journey of the beginner's mindset. You've gone from white to black and black to white belt. Now what do? You start the process over again. So only through completion of this have you discovered what it actually means to be a creative, and what it takes, you know what I mean? To continue developing, even though you've reached a certain level, you have to continue to develop. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you've lost the beginner's mindset. The beginner's mindset is that of the eternal student. And I did say that this is going to leach into other aspects of your life, and so it should. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you can use your music practice as your tool to discover how you should navigate the rest of your life, do it. Trust me. This will improve your relationships, everything. I'm not joking. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you can put this level of excellence and beginner's mindset, never have your ego take over, it can really just do wonders for the rest of your life. So remember, the eternal student. Keep reading amazing books like Zen Guitar. Keep learning new ways to, navigate relationships, new ways to make videos, new ways to make music, and never think that you know it all, because that's the moment you lose. So the next thing, all I know is I know nothing. The famous Socrates quote. What a brilliant mindset. So this is again, eternal student. All I know is I know nothing. As soon as you get to a certain level of understanding, you discover that, oh yeah, I know nothing. Beginner's mindset, once again. So approach music. This is a new mindset, okay? And this is from Simon Sinek's The Infinite Game. And it basically just shows the difference in mindset between someone who thinks of a game, and this will be music, as a finite game, that it has an ending. You know what I mean? They're not just pushing forward discovery for the sake of it because of the love of the craft. They're doing it for a means to an end, e.g. making money or gaining respect or building, they want to make an album and that's it, and then they're done. And it's like, no, that's not how you play music. That's not how you play music with the infinite game. And this is what people like Steve Jobs were like. Steve Jobs is a bit of a sketchy guy, but let's see. There's a bunch of infinite, mindseted leaders, okay? And these are the people who are pushing the world forward. People like Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali. They didn't see an end to this game. They weren't doing it for any reason, Nelson Mandela. He wasn't just going to quit. It's an infinite game. You keep going, no matter what. And this is the mindset you have to adopt with music. This comes back to the Neil Young thing, right? So this is how you overcome self-doubt. It's because you're not competing. Who said this was a competition? That's a finite mindset. Oh, I can win. I'm better than him. It's like, no. You have completely different taste. You have different people you listen to growing up and everything like that. So you can never compete with anyone because music's it's personal, you know what I mean? You might have different tastes. So you play a great note and they're like, oh, nah, I didn't really like the vibrato on that. So there you go. This will spill over into every aspect of your life. Like I said, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I'm using this in my YouTube. I'm trying to just strive for excellence. All I know is I know nothing. So I'm now learning thumbnails. I'm learning how to do lighting. I'm learning all this stuff, okay? And it'll never be done. I'm doing this with music, I'm learning new scales. I'm learning how to integrate diminished and augmented chords into my songwriting, stuff like this. I'm doing this with fitness. I've just started calisthenics and I'm doing rings now. I'm doing ring workouts. And it's crazy, man. Like, if you've learned one thing, you can literally apply it to fitness. Because now I'm like, okay, because I've learned guitar to such a level, now if I go back to doing something as a beginner, e.g. like doing rings workouts, I know it's going to take time. I'm not expecting instant results, So I'm applying this to my health, throw everything out the window because most people are unhealthy. So if you follow mainstream health advice, you're not going to end up healthy because most people aren't. Stupid, man. Obviously, education, we're lifetime creative students. I'm applying this to relationships. I never think that I know a person because, trust you don't. Like, no one knows me, so how do I know anyone else? Fully. So never think that you know someone fully, especially in your relationships. I'm applying this in spirituality. I've just discovered my internal world. I'm really feeling my spiritual practice deep in, and I didn't even know I had all this stuff inside me. I can actually just see my emotions now as what, like, the sensations that they truly are. I don't react to them. I don't become them. I can see them fester and dissipate, or, you know, build up a lot and then, oh, okay, let's calm down. So apply this to everything. You can't chase success and you can't chase progress. It's the same as if you chase, like, getting a relationship, you know what I mean? If you chase the opposite sex, then they're guaranteed to run away. You have to attract success. Sorry, I said success twice. Attract progress. Attract the opposite sex, whatever, if you want to have a relationship. You can't chase these things. That's not how the game works. And again, that's kind of like a finite mindset. So all you can do is really create the conditions required for success to appear of its own accord. You can't, it's not tangible like that. You know, money can be attracted towards you if you keep putting in the hours and you keep doing the right things, you make the right decisions, you don't go out and drink on the weekend, you don't take drugs, you don't, you know, you're not watching television up at like 10 p.m. You get up at a decent time and you attack the day, you know? This is how you attract success and stuff like that. And I'm seeing just the first little snippet of it. I got 4 students in one day yesterday. I'm a music tutor, right? And I've just started. 4 students in one day, okay? And it's because I put the hours in. I put a lot of time into my crafting my profile and getting the words right. And I was really, you know, I strove for excellence. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So yeah, again, it's like continue to have the beginner's mindset. You'll never know how to actually optimize a tutoring profile. You never know how to really do an exercise completely perfect form. You can always get better, okay? And this is called Kaizen. This is such a great philosophy. I'm applying this to music, you know, everything. Again, Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy, which is basically you want to do one thing, right? Let's say you're practicing scales. Every time you do it, aim to do it just 1% better. Don't aim to get it perfect. Just 1% better than last time. Focus on progress. And progress is more like that. It's up and down. It's not a straight curve. But if you can just focus on getting 1% better than last time, progressive overload in the gym, you know, just 1 kilogram better on your bench press is a massive win. And you can apply this to music, you know. Play that note perfectly. One note. Play one note perfectly. The perfect amount of vibrato, the right dynamic. This is when we're starting to get into like Steve Vai territory, you know. Just a complete master of his instrument. He plays one note and it's like perfect. Like Gary Moore, someone like that. This is when it's like, oh my days, you know. Oscar Peterson on piano. This is what we're aiming for. 1% better every time you do it is the only way to get there. And again, beginner's mindset. Kaizen's very similar. So again, I'd like to just, another thing with the infinite game, okay? Just create for the love of creating. Don't create to compete. Don't create to, and I know you might not think you do, but you do. Trust me, I do. I still do. And it's like the self-doubt comes in, whatever. It's really hard not to. But create for the love of creating, not to monetize your passion. This is how you attract success. You don't chase it. Create to create. Create to inspire others. Create, you know, inspire, don't compete. It's really, I just want to nail this home, you know what I mean? To myself and to you, for sure. Create to create. It's as simple as that. Creation is what makes us human. It's what set us apart from beast, you know, man and beast. What sets us apart is we have creativity. You know, we decided, oh, I'm going to turn this stick into a bow and arrow. It's like, where did that come from? We are creation. Human beings are the only animal that can create, which is beautiful. This is the gift of the universe that we've been given. The universe is creation, okay? From the Big Bang, it's creation. and then eventually it, rocks formed in space, and then they became so heavy they explode, they become a star. The same thing happens. It gets so heavy, collapses under its own gravity, boom, and now we've got all these new elements, and eventually planets start to form, whatever, water forms on the earth, and eventually life forms on the earth. And now, millions of years, here we are, and now it's a new form of creation. This is the newest. It's the conscious revolution, the renaissance of consciousness. It's a brand new thing. In terms of the history of the universe, it really is a brand new thing. How long have we been here compared to 14 billion years of creation that we know of? Crazy. Complete tangent. Sorry about that. The last two mindsets are journey over destination. You want to focus on just enjoying the journey, not where it's leading, not the destination. Focus on your day by day. Take it easy on yourself sometimes, but also remember, light that fire sometimes. It's a constant balancing act. It's like Zen. It's like the Taoist philosophy of yin and yang. You want to straddle the line that's in between the yin and the yang. So it's like you've got light and dark, okay? You want to be on that inside. That's the way of Zen, the way of the Tao. Very interesting stuff. But this is journey over destination, okay? Yeah. Sorry, I'm on tangents here. So time's going to pass no matter what. No matter what, the time is going to pass. You're going to age, and what happens with it? We're all going to die one day, okay? So do you really want to live your life until you're 50 years old, just climbing the corporate ladder when you really want to be playing guitar and teaching others, inspiring others, making music? If you're creative, trust me, you don't want to do that. But if you're an entrepreneur, go for it, climb the corporate ladder. That is great for some people, and it's what they should be doing. But if you're a musician, why are you doing that? Why are you not on the journey towards creating your life? With the digital economy now, it's possible. Start your YouTube channel and just keep posting the infinite mindset. Post until you're 40. You're guaranteed to have some level of success. You're going to get better as time goes on. How you do one thing is how you do everything. All of this ties in together. So since you've learned guitar and you've gotten better, you realize that now, oh wow, I'm actually a decent guitar player. People are complimenting me. This is the same with content creation. It's the same with YouTube. It's the same with life. It's the same with everything. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. I think this is the the main takeaway. And it's like all these mindsets, they come together. All this stuff isn't new. I'm sure if you read the Bible, it's all in there. If you read Buddhist scriptures, it's all in there. If you read the I can't pronounce that clearly. The Mahabharata, I think the Hindu one is Mahabharata. If you read the Quran, it's all going to be in there. This stuff isn't new. So I'm just trying to distill it in my own way, and I hope you're enjoying watching it at least a little bit. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Like always, okay, if you want to join a community of like-minded individuals, like-minded musicians on the path to self-development, creating their own music, and just conversing and just, sharing music, then please join the Discord below. It'll be great to have you there. We've already got a couple members, so we're started. The ball is rolling. So yeah, look forward to seeing you there. Just join the link now. Thank you for watching. Take care.